Hello everyone, my name is Matt. I am a returning player on a fresh account and welcome back to another Black Desert Online video. Today you will find out how I managed to reach level 60 on 2 characters, equip my main with full PEN Tuvala, equip my ult with full Narchillian and Capotia, finish the season pass and grab a free premium outfit box, all in under 24 hours of in-game time. Disclaimer: you can go above and beyond on this method. Level 60 is a minimum and you can obtain full Capotia accessories with your Narchillian gear if you put a bit more effort in. The free premium outfit box is a reward from an event that is currently active in Black Desert Online, and that event ends on the 3rd of October 2023. An item that was extremely helpful with this method has been removed from the game as of the 20th of September 2023, and we have no knowledge of whether it will ever be returning. However, it is absolutely not essential to do this method. As a drawback though, if you do not possess this item, it will take you longer to level the second character. The item that I am referring to is Fugar's Timepiece, which allowed you to, in essence, boost a character to the same level of your first, transferring over not only the level but also the skill points and all of the seasonal gear and resources of your first character. Lastly, this video is not meant to serve strictly as a guide, but more so as a showcase of my journey through the very start of a fresh account as a returning player. Thank you, that is all. Let's get straight into the video. The first thing that I did was make a first character on a fresh account and try out a class I thought I might like. In my case, it was the Hashashin. I went through the main story up until Medaya at least. I took my time with this, I didn't rush at all. If this was efficiently rushed through, this part could be done much quicker than I did. After that, I actively started working on completing my season pass, following the main story correctly, reaching level 56 and Awakening. I had a good chunk of it already completed. I was probably between 10 and 15 objectives away from the end at this point. The objectives are a matter of knowing where to click and who to talk to, enhancing your gear, leveling and grinding, with the last two going hand in hand and taking the most amount of time to complete, and enhancing being the easiest for me personally, usually being way ahead in terms of gear compared to what the season pass asked of me. The season pass included in this video is the one from summer of 2023, and it has ended by now, being replaced with a much easier version to complete, with much more grinding but less clicking and talking. Anyway, after working on the season pass for a few hours, I was level 58, with full PEN Tuvala apart from accessories, and at a point where I had 2 last objectives that consisted of reaching level 60 and killing 3000 monsters. The monster killing part was easy and took me about an hour of grinding at Gahar's bandits, however the EXP was the tricky part. For this method to work within the shortest amount of time, I highly recommend joining a guild and finding someone to boost you from level 58 or 56 to level 60, which is exactly what I did. I joined a guild at level 58 and found a nice sorcerers grinding at Giffin's that boosted me to 60 in under 2 hours. This is the end of part 1 of this method, making a character, finishing the story, finishing the season pass, and reaching level 60. How fast this is done is entirely dependent on you, and it can be done much faster or slower compared to me. On average, I think, it shouldn't take more than 10 hours to reach this point, if you've been boosted to 60 by a nice friend that is. At this point then, I was full PEN Tuvala armor and weapons, and because I had a ton of resources left over, I also took time to upgrade all my accessories to PEN Tuvala. Although this isn't mandatory because of the free Capotia accessories you get from level 58 to 65, there really isn't a drawback to doing so because all of the seasonal resources will be deleted upon graduation, so I might as well use them. This then put me at a max seasonal gear score of 241 AP, 243 Awakening AP, and 305 DP. Being done with leveling, grinding and gearing, I now had to complete all of the important seasonal quests such as obtaining the seasonal alchemy stone, Treant tier, that has a 1 per family limit. Next, I exchanged all of my seasonal resources and currencies for rewards, such as exchanging time-filled blackstones for Advice of Valks, and also from the 2023 summer season you could get summer seals, which in exchange gave loads of cool stuff. I personally chose a plus 140 Advice of Valks for 50 summer seals, a Choose Your Pet box for 20 summer seals, and +2 additional inventory space for 5 summer seals. Additionally, I also received Goodbye Summer seals as a reward for the summer season ending, and you could exchange these seals for so-called Goodbye Summer boxes. I turned in all my seals and got 7 boxes in total. And most important of all was the one-time summer coupon reward that allowed you to choose between one Capotia accessory or really high advisor Valks. And I chose the PEN Capotia necklace because it provided the most amount of AP. This now brings us to the end of part 2 of this whole process, which was generally cleaning up my quest log, inventory resources and currencies to make sure I didn't waste anything from all my hard work across the season, and to fully utilise all the rewards I hadn't have collected thus far. This brings us to the final part, and the most fun part for me. Using Fugar's timepiece to instantly boost the second character to basically the same point of the first. As mentioned before, the timepiece will transfer the level, skill points, gear and position within the season onto a completely new character, thus removing the previous character from the season and leaving him with no gear. But not to worry, because this is where the free Narchillian gear comes into play. More about that soon though. Just to reiterate, Fugar's timepiece is no longer an obtainable item within the game, so if you have come this far and do not have the item, the next steps for you will still be exactly the same, but instead of boosting a new character, you will have to graduate the first one, create a new seasonal character and make your way to the same point as the first. This could be quite frustrating, but a new character will have the ability to skip the main quest line provided you have completed it once. So with that out the way, you could ask your guildies or friends to boost your character from level 1 to 60 using the correct buffs, scrolls, pots and food. You can do this within the matter of a few hours, so generally it's not really that big of a setback, and if everything is done efficiently, you can still do this whole process within the 24-hour time span without Fugar's timepiece. Anyway, back to my journey. My new character is Alan, and after playing the Hashashin up until this point, I felt like the class didn't quite click with me. He was very fun, don't get me wrong, but just not exactly what I was looking for. So after watching a bunch of videos on other classes, I had decided that my new main was going to be the Lan, and this Hashashin was going to be my ult that I could use to make passive income on or whatnot. Therefore, I'm going to boost and transfer the progress over onto my Lan, equipping her with full PEN Tuvala, and using the weapon exchange coupons to make the Hashashin weapons suitable for the Lan. You get 3 of these coupons, 1 for each weapon type, after using the timepiece. Once the Lan is fully equipped, I went back onto my hash to accept the quest from the Black Spirit called Special Aid, Fugar's Letter. This is the quest that allows you to retrieve a one-time per family free set of Narchillian gear, from armor to weapons. This Narchillian set is equal to tri-boss gear, so it's a very nice aid for the character that doesn't have access to full PEN Tuvala gear. The Tuvala gear is slightly better at PEN, but nevertheless, the Narchillian is very much appreciated. Along with the Narchillian gear, I've equipped any Capotia accessories I have received so far, although I only have 3. The one that I got from the one-time summer coupon, and the other 2 pieces are from reaching level 60. Level 60 is the bare minimum to complete the season pass, and I want to focus on the Lan, so I don't care too much for the other Capotia pieces on the hash. However, if you do decide to grind or get boosted to level 62 or 64 or maybe even 65, you can be rewarded with the full Capotia set of accessories. This, along with the Narchillian gear, will put you in a very solid place, similarly to your full PEN Tuvala character. So that's my hash done for now. I will leave him be as my ult and set him up for some passive income or any other useful jobs, and I will focus on my Lan from now on. So I went back onto my Lan and chose to skip the main storyline, and since I was immediately level 60, I could also instantly collect all of the Black Spirit rewards from the quest line that provide you with mostly inventory space and some other stuff. I also went ahead and completed the Lan Awakening because the Awakening version is what I want to main, and I also opened the free premium outfit box for a really nice look. Now I'm at a point where all I have left to do is graduate the season on the Lan and continue my journey onto the early endgame of Black Desert. Before I do that though, I'm going to finish Bartali's adventure log, finish the Magnus questline, and finish the Land of the Morning Light questline. Since it doesn't actually matter whether I'm on the seasonal server or not, I will stay on the seasonal server during these quests due to the added 300% EXP, so that by the end I'm somewhat a bit closer to level 61. And after I'm done with the quests, I will probably grind until level 61, which is when I'll officially graduate and move on to normal servers. So then, this was my method of obtaining 2 level 60 characters that are ready for early endgame, fully fleshed out with Tuvala, Narchillian and Capotia gear, along with some other bonuses like a free premium outfit box, all in under 24 hours of in-game time. I really hope you have found this video somewhat helpful and enjoyable. This video was not meant to be as a guide, but more so as a journal of my methods of getting things started as a returning player on a fresh account. I hope you all have a wonderful evening, night or day, and I will see you around.